Hello, War Council Army. It's your moderator, Adair. Nice to see you guys again, and welcome back to another episode of War Council as we break down UFC 313 taking place this weekend. We have a couple of cool guests that came back on our show. Actually, we have one that hasn't been here before. I'll introduce him in a minute. But our first one is one of your favorites. Even the ladies love him. He tends to get some of the hottest girls in his videos. Merab Dvalishvili.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me again.
And then we have our number one contender in bare knuckle fighting in BKFC April 4th for the championship, Mr. Carlos Trinidad Snake.
What's up, everybody?
And then, of course, your host with the most, Mr. Jamahal Hill.
What's happening? What's happening?
I'm digging the shirt.
Hey, yo, you know, got some new merch from the mother-in-law, you know, and figured today would be a good day to pull it out. Thank y'all for coming on. Appreciate y'all coming in to share y'all knowledge with us. You know, give the fans the game. You know, they love whenever we come in, talk about some fights, have a good conversation about it. It's always great to hear from fellow warriors, and let's get it. We got a great one this weekend.
You have a new fight coming up. You're staying busy. I like that.
Yeah. I got the as we talk. Yeah, I've got the fight April 26th, fighting on Khalil Roundtree, Kansas City. Ready to get back in there. Fight that was supposed to happen last year that kind of fell through for a couple of reasons, and then here we are.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a good fight. You know, two hard hitter. Like you guys gonna hunt the punch and good. It's gonna be a good fight. And
I know he really wants to punch me. He really wants to punch me.
he kicks hard too. He kicks.
Oh yeah, he's got some good kicks. He's got some good kicks. But ultimately, I feel you already know how I feel. I feel I'm ready. Always locked in. Always, you know what I mean. Yeah, gonna dominate. I'm here to dominate. That's what I'm here to do.
Go.
Time to get back to it.
I'm excited.
So,
Awesome.
we got some fights we're gonna break down. Kind of more so gonna stick to the feature prelim and in the main card. Although there are some absolute bangers in on this card. First off, one I will give y'all other than the ones that we are gonna break down. Bruno Ferreira versus Armen Petrosyan. Excellent fight. I expect that to be an absolute banger, and honestly, I think somebody going to sleep in that one. 100%. That's the one. That's the one fight that I know that I feel for sure somebody's getting knocked out in, for sure.
Nice.
Ooh. All right, guys. So this is an open chat. If you want to ask any specific questions or give any input to a specific person, it is a $5 minimum for you to speak with them or me to read your comment. But please, file in and tell us what you think about these fights. Let's go ahead and get started with the feature prelim. It is a heavyweight bout. Let me scroll down so I'm on it. With Curtis Blaydes, ranked number 5, versus Rizvan. Am I saying that right? Rizvan Kuniev?
I think it's
Rizvan. Yeah, and he is currently not right. I just saw that his record's 2-0. And then Curtis is 18-5.
Yeah, he's making his UFC debut.
Crazy debut.
I'm assuming this guy is coming from some type of background. I watched one of his PFL fights. Dude fights. Dude comes in and bangs. He fought a 6'8" Brazilian guy, big guy, big puncher, and he just stayed in his face the whole time. He was able to grind him up against the cage too. So I'm assuming he has somewhat of a grappling background to a degree. And I don't think the UFC just easily just throws people in these spots. So, especially against the Curtis Blaydes. Curtis Blaydes has been one of the best and more highly featured heavyweights the division. So, yeah.
I think his wrestling will keep him dominant in this fight. I think he's definitely more active there.
We talking about Curtis?
Talking about Curtis, yeah.
Oh, he jumping right into how you see the fight. Let's go.
But then again, he does have that knockout power, so I'm also excited to see him go in there and perform.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What do you think,
I'm
Merab?
supporting Curtis Blaydes too. You know, he has a like similar style like I have.
Yeah.
He shoots, takes people down, especially in heavyweight. You know, he's good. He has a lot of takedowns too, and I think if he will do his fight, if he will do what he does best, then he's gonna win this fight for sure.
If I'm not mistaken, he's the all-time leader for takedowns and heavyweight.
Oh yes.
I believe he's got the most heavyweights and
Yeah.
most takedowns in heavyweight history. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Similar. Don't you have that same record in your division as well?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In my division now, I have like all record, but
Let's go.
now I have most takedowns in UFC.
Oh, okay.
Just break down. But me and Curtis Blaydes, we used to be competitive. We used to be so close.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I put O'Malley take him 6 times down and Umar 6 times. And
Yeah, you had by the way, incredible performance. You know, we fought on the same card. Our last fight didn't go my way, but I was happy as hell to see you win. Happy to see you progress and keep your belt. Another defense coming up. Train still rolling, the machine still pumping. Let's go.
I appreciate it,
Let's go.
brother.
Pause. That was
Thank
kind of
you.
crazy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we always look up each other, motivate each other, and yeah, man, that's how it goes. And I'm excited for your fight too. You know, that's why I mentioned it's gonna be a good fight. And then you know, color trainings in my gym where I train Syndicate MMA, and you are my brother, and you know, you guys, you know, it's gonna be a good fight, I'm sure. And I wish you.
You know, I will also got to say, you know, like. I was getting a lot of shit in LA. I was getting a lot of shit in LA at the press conference. I know some of y'all might have seen Merab over in my ear while we were up at the desk at the press conference.
Yeah, you did say something.
And yeah, bro, it was just awesome. He's just letting just all positive affirmations, bro. Just letting you know, bro, forget these guys, bro. You're a beast. You're a warrior.
Yeah.
You're here for a reason. All those things, bro, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate the love always. One of the best guys that I know, bro. It's awesome.
Yeah. And then you see after the fight, everybody you show your respect, and you guys, you warrior, you know, it's before everybody talking shit, you know, like these little like internet warriors, you know, like crazy. But it's we are.
You know what they say? Those who can't do talk. You know, but how do you see this fight with Curtis versus Rimovab?
I don't see this Rimavov fights yet. I don't see. So you guys said he was fighting PFL?
He's got a couple fights in the PFL.
Maybe I saw, but I don't remember him. But hopefully Curtis takes him down, keep it smart, you know, holds on top, and then make him tired, and then or make him TKO eventually, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, I don't know. I mean, Curtis can punch. He has knockout power too. He's long and tall and strong, a wrestler. A lot of experience in UFC.
Yeah.
And you know, UFC debut. It's always hard for, you know, like it doesn't matter. It's sometimes
it's always tough, especially being
can
thrown in there against a top 5 guy right out the gate.
Yeah.
I can't think of, outside of maybe Michael Chandler in recent memory, I can't think of anybody who's been thrown in against a top 5 opponent that wasn't in the UFC before and won.
Not that one. I was gonna say Pantoja did fight the dude right to the title
but
shot.
He beat him though. He kind of handled him. So we got to see.
Yeah.
You get to see the level. You got to see the level with that. And I call that. I remember breaking that fight down. That's what I felt.
I know one guy, this crazy guy, your last opponent.
Yuri.
He's special.
Yeah.
They same thing. They make him fight.
Vulcan. He came in and fought Vulcan.
And then they knock him out.
And then he had, I believe, Reyes, right?
Yes.
And Dominic Reyes, and then straight to the title shot.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he came in, but he was a special athlete already coming in. He was already highly touted outside of the UFC. He'd been fought everybody. Wow. He fought, you know, from his battles with King Mo to I forget who it was. I was looking up. I forget the name. It's escaping me right now. But he's fought quite a few top guys before he got to the UFC that came and had some success in the UFC. So it was you could already kind of see it with that. This guy, 2 fights as a pro. 2 fights as a pro coming in against the Curtis Blaydes. That's a tall order.
Right.
Curtis, you already know Curtis always got my support. He's from, fellow Chicago born. Fella, you know, Windy City rights. I'm expecting he could actually put one of those on him. From what I've seen from Rizvan.
Yeah.
He he's game, and he comes in and he throws a lot of punches, but he kind of just wings them. There's nothing really set up like that. He wings punches. He'll hold you up against the cage. He'll dirty box, and from in that area too. I don't really see him having success with that against Curtis. But for Curtis, I think the jab, lining up that right. Curtis has very good straight punches, and he blends them in well with his takedowns. I think the straight punches blended in with the wrestling is one thing they can do. And Curtis is actually pretty light and pretty nice and has good movement on his feet. That's something that I didn't see from this other guy. He's really stationary, really flat-footed, and really kind of just in your face forward, trying to throw heavy shots. So I think Curtis's bag is wide open in this, like from punches to the takedowns to even some kicks, some teep kicks up the middle, just because of how flat the guy stands. I think some teep kicks up the middle would be pretty devastating in this fight. If Curtis can fire a couple of those and land, make those get those to find a home, and then just kind of keep them punches straight down the middle. I think straight punches down the middle for Curtis will be a huge opener in this fight for him. That's just the way I see it.
I agree.
What's Rizvan's way to victory?
Rizvan's way to victory. If he can kind of come out hot against Curtis from the jump and get in his face and kind of hit some shots and kind of get him timid, get his respect early. You know what I mean? If he can get his respect early with a good shot, a well-placed shot that can hurt Curtis and kind of get him on his back foot and make him kind of force him to panic wrestle. He is a big dude, and he showed that he does have some grappling experience, so he might be able to turn the tide with that a little bit if he's able to hurt him early. But other than that, if he comes out and goes at and let Curtis dictate the pace and how the fight goes and the flow of the fight, I think he's going to find himself getting drowned.
100%. I feel Curtis's wrestling is just going to keep him afloat. I'm kind of biased. I like Curtis, a lot. He's one of the first UFC fighters I ever met. Super nice guy. But he is an athlete. He's an animal. And he's always been at the top. So super excited to go in there, watch him perform. Like I said, Rizvan, not too much. I don't think he's as fluid with his takedowns. But definitely excited to see what he can go and do against a top-ranked opponent.
He's more so willing to just kind of tie him up and push him up against the cage. So that's more so what I've seen from him. But we'll find out Saturday.
Yes, sir.
In the words of Max Holloway, we'll find out on Saturday.
Yes.
All right, and then our first fight on the main card, our lightweight bout with King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. We have Green at 32-16-1, coming off of a loss. Mauricio 11-1, coming off of a win. How do you guys see this fight playing out? What are your thoughts?
I think Mauricio Ruffy got a lot of hype right now. And I think on his last fight, I don't think he delivered as much as a lot of people thought. And so I feel like he has to go in there perform, just keep that hype train going. King Green, though, he's definitely a dog. He's willing to go in there. I do feel like he does wrestle. When he does, he shoots with his head on the outside. So it's a dangerous game, especially against a fighting nerd. I feel like they train everything, and that's why they're one of the best teams out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's fast. Bobby is really, really fast. One thing that I saw in watching film for this, because I had to watch some Mauricio Ruffy to kind of get a feel for how he goes. He's a heavy puncher, so he sits in heavy with his shots. He extends a lot on his shots. He just kind of wants to hit you with the big punch. Not so I'm not gonna say he don't set his shots up, because he does have a little. Sometimes he will kind of tap. You know what I mean? That double jab out there to try to land that big shot. But when he goes to swing, when he really wants to make contact, he swings big. And swinging big against somebody with Bobby, with Bobby's speed and an ability to counter and head movement and things like that, I believe could put him in trouble. Could leave some openness. And I will say I'm biased. I'm biased towards Bobby. Bobby, that's my brother. It's my dog. But objectively, just saying how I see the fight. Rivovic is gonna have to corner him. He's gonna have to corner Bobby, kind of like like the Drew Dober fight. Drew Dober got pieced up a lot in that fight before he was able to kind of put Bobby into the fence and then kind of corner him to where he didn't have anywhere to go and land that shot on him. I believe Rizzo would have to do the same thing. That'd be more of his path to victory. For Bobby, one of the things that I notice about Ruffy is he bites on feints. He bites on them really, really bad, and it kind of frees him. So I think a lot of feints will be key for Bobby, not just coming in to do that, which he does feint. He does flash a lot of feints. I believe selling and setting up feints to get into his combos and get into his punches and his shots will be huge for him because, like I said, he really, really freezes whenever you sell a really good feint at him. And he also kind of will lean back on his back foot. He puts his feet in bad positions too, from biting from those feints as well. So I believe Bobby's feints and his speed and good flow of combinations will be huge for him in this fight. Champ?
Yeah. King Green, he has a lot of experience, a lot of fights in UFC, and then his boxing is good. And this Mauricio Ruffy, yeah, he's good, good fighter, but I think King's experience will be enough to win this fight. I think I think Bobby has to do a smart fight. Same time use his boxing experience, and I think experience he can win this fight. He has a lot of he's been there with everyone.
He's a big dude. Ruffy got in off of the Contender Series, and he fought at welterweight. This fight is at light heavy. Now that could be another thing. Like I said,
But make sure Jamahal, the Brazilians, they cut a lot of weight.
They do.
They can be he can be natural weight like 55, but he maybe kill himself to make 145 before,
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I see because all of his other fights I believe were welterweight fights. I believe this is his first fight at 155. It's a very hard fight to make your 155 debut at off of that because Bobby is a machine. No pun intended. But Bobby's always comes in good shape. He's always got good movement and good footwork and that speed, bro. Bobby is one of the faster lightweights in the division. So I think it's huge.
Mauricio, he's not gonna try to wrestling and do jiu-jitsu, right? I mean,
I think he's all knockouts.
Yeah, all strike, and then Bobby, it's a Bobby's fight. Bobby only lost. I mean, if he fought Islam Makhachev and if Islam takes him down, it's different. But I mean, I think with striker, Bobby will be good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And I probably give the grappling advantage to Bobby as well.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Just.
And that's how we see that one.
Yeah.
It's a good one to start off the card, or at least the main card. All right, our next one is our women's strawweight bout. Amanda Lemos, number 5, versus Yasmin Lucindo, number 7. 14-4-1 versus Lucindo at 17-5. What are your guys' thoughts on this? How do you see it going?
I think I like Lucindo, but I can see Amanda Lemos. Like Amanda Lemos has been in there with, some dogs to top of the top. So I do think she has the experience edge on her side. But the Lucindo's young, upcoming, and I feel like
she's on a roll.
Yeah,
I love
she's
her.
on a roll. She's on a roll right now.
I feel like it could be her. I got Lucindo on this one.
She kind of fights like a dude.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. She kind of fights like a dude. Her hands are really good. She kind of come in with that swag, kind of bopping with the head movement. And wow, 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 wow. She put them on. I like watching her fight. She's always exciting, and she showed in what I believe that she actually has a grappling pedigree as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's a very interesting fight. It's a very interesting fight. Lemos, I believe, is taller. Mm-hmm. She has longer arms. She has more reach. Mm-hmm. I believe that I'm not even gonna say she's got the power advantage. I was kind of thinking maybe she has the power advantage. I don't see it. I don't see it that way. I think that Lucindo is gonna be faster. I believe her striking is. I would give her the edge in striking just based off of the fact of she throws combos. She puts combinations together. She sets up things very well. Amanda just kind of sits back and kind of tries to just hit you with a big shot. She's a big one-punch puncher and tries to hurt you from there. And we've seen her get in trouble with that, and she's overextended. And Lucindo has shown she can take you down too. She's willing to take it down. She's willing to mix it up, and she's got a fairly good gas tank throughout the rounds. You know, even when she gets tired, she's still working. She's still working. She's still pushing and still moving. I believe Lucindo should push the pace. Push the pace. Stay in her face. Use the fact that she's got faster in and out and lateral movement to kind of keep resetting and offsetting the range, and get Lemos reaching for it, throwing those big shots, putting those out there and hitting the air. I believe she does that. She'll start to kind of wear her down. And follow up with the combos. Don't forget to work the body because she is taller. Like I said, there is that height differential between the two, and I believe Lucindo has the ability to work the body as well. I believe she should do that as well as keeping that pressure on her. And I believe she can kind of grind her out, wear her down, and either get the finish or at least put on a very dominant performance as long as she's controlling the pace. For Lemos, I believe she's got to use that range. You got to keep her at the end of your punches. You got to find her with the small shots before you try to take her head off and try to swing big and land big. Yeah, that's ultimately what the challenge is going to be for Amanda. And if you have to, kind of hold her up, put her up against the cage. We've seen Amanda kind of, doesn't make for the most entertaining fight, but putting her up against the cage, leaning on her, wearing on her body, kind of beat her up and win some rounds from there. You know what I mean? Win a good majority of some rounds from there, and then keeping her at distance could be something that could be implemented and used to, I believe, help Amanda get a win here as well. That's how I see it. Champ?
Yeah, man. Actually, these guys, I cannot say much because I'm not familiar with their fights. And they are two Brazilians. I'm not sure who has better jiu-jitsu, more better striking, who cuts more weight, I don't know.
I'd probably say Amanda probably cuts more weight.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know. Good luck for both of them. Yeah, I cannot say who can win this fight, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair. Hey,
but I'm gonna keep it eye this time, because I know I'm gonna.
If you had to
It's a
pick
good
one,
fight.
if you had to pick one, who would you pick?
Again, I like that Amanda Lemos has more experience, and I will go Amanda in UFC.
Okay, yeah.
In UFC. Oh, actually, other girl has more fights, but in UFC, Amanda Lemos has more fights in UFC.
Yeah, we've seen her up against the more of the higher up competition
Right.
in those divisions. Yeah, I respect it.
All right, our next one is our lightweight bout. Jalen Turner versus Ignacio. I hope I say this last name correctly. Bahamondes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll today. Y'all can't talk shit about me in the comments.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got Jalen Turner at number 13. 14, 8, and 0. And his opponent is 16 and 5, coming off of a win. Jalen's currently coming off of a loss. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Absolute fire. Absolute fire matchup. These are two of the tallest of the tallest guys in the division. I believe JT's about 6'1". I believe
these guys are
Bahamondes is
tall.
about 6'3".
I think that's
About 6'2", 6'3".
Wow.
I think
see, man.
Bahamondes is about 6'3", 6'2". Like, he's a big dude.
6'3",
They're
He's
both
6'3".
6'3".
bro.
For 155.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know he was this much big. I know Jalen. He's big.
Yeah, he's tall for the weight
I was
class.
surprised how he was making this
Yeah.
weight, but now I see his opponent even taller than him. That's
Well, so
great.
they're both 6'3". I think JT's closer to about 6'1", 6'2"-ish.
Wow.
Who's the underdog on this card? We got Jalen Turner.
And the line's kind of even.
Yeah.
It's pretty even.
Oh yeah, but they both same size.
Yeah.
All right, I'm reading
6'3"
the
and
comments.
6'3".
All right, eating this up.
Yeah.
Somebody, this is not a paid, but somebody said, hide your woman. Merab is in the house. I had to read that
Can
one.
you repeat again for me?
Hide your women, y'all. Merab is in the house.
You're the ladies' man. The ladies' man of the UFC.
man.
Where'd this
Okay.
come from?
I don't understand, but keep it. Don't repeat. I don't know. It's
Okay.
Hey, I don't like joke about ladies, guys. Please. Keep a secret.
They said, quit snitching, man. Quit snitching, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let the man operate. Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Wow.
One day I
Lil Wayne
will.
reference.
All right, back to the fight.
Back to the fights.
Yeah.
Bahamondes, Jalen Turner.
It's a great fight, man. It's a great fight. It's kind of like it's a really, really like pick 'em fight. It's a really, really pick 'em fight. The odds I'd say were pretty spot on here. JT, I'd say JT has probably got the as far as initial quickness, I'd say probably would be Jalen Turner. Bahamondes is tough as shit. He's hard to put away. And the one thing I'll say with that and why I mentioned that is we've seen JT use that speed to have success against guys, and they kind of weather the storm, and we've seen him fade. You know what I mean? He tends to like fade a little bit as the fight goes along. We've seen that in the Moicano fight where he tried to get the walk-off KO, wasn't able to finish that, and then Moicano was able to build back and was able to grapple. That is where I would see Bahamondes having the biggest advantage in this fight. Obviously, he's long, he's tall, he's got good strikes. We've seen him knock people out with wheel kicks and other crazy things like that. But for I believe the path of least resistance would be to get JT down to the ground and implement his wrestling. I know Bahamondes trains with Bilal
Muhammad, yes.
Yeah, he trains out there with Bilal. He's out in Chicago with them. And everybody in that camp's pretty much got a really good gas tank. They're really good pressure fighters, and they're good at wrestling. Their wrestling is good, even if it's not just get you down and just control you like that, but to put you in that grinder and that blender of work to kind of wear you down and things like that. And I believe that's what Bahamondes should do here. Uses height to kind of null and void JT's height, get in on his legs, kind of get him down, and just wear on him, make him grapple, make him put him in that blender work, and make him fight that dog fight to where he kind of wears him down, gets him tired, and either gets a finish on the ground or kind of gets him to where he's not as fast initially, because Jalen Turner is fast. Now JT, I believe, keeping the range, using that speed to counter, to land good shots and set up good strikes from the inside as well as the outside. I believe JT should probably work the body, get inside, kind of work the body, work combinations in close. Bahamondes does strike well, but he does tend to drop his hands a lot whenever he's in the middle of combinations and things like that. And he's not that big. He's not like a big puncher. He's not a big puncher.
Like volume wise or power?
Power wise, he's not a big puncher, but he does have some volume, and he does, like I said, he kind of breaks people. He does have some strikes that can generally hit you and take you out. But yeah, man, I think JT should stay in light, controlling the range, the angles, using that speed to strike, and Bahamondes is gonna have to get in and turn up the tempo.
I think I like Bahamondes on this one. I feel like he's just a little bit younger.
More ways to win.
Got the dog on him, but I do feel Jalen probably has more tools in the arsenal. This is going to be an exciting first round fight, and I'm just excited to see how this one goes. I think I'm going to go with Ignacio on this one for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with JT because he's coming from the lost, and then I think he's gonna win this time. I think he will be more motivated. He has a reach. He has everything, man.
Does he have more UFC experience?
And I mean, this time, no. I mean, I don't think. I mean, they both been there like with top guys. I think. Yeah. So okay, but if you look this, JT lose a split decision. Mateusz Gamrot and Dan Hooker split decision, very good fights, and then he win against Bobby Green, King Green, and then lost against Moicano. He's been there with, and before, like 4 or 5 win streak in UFC, And yeah, man, he's good. He has like long reach. Oh yeah, Bahamondes. How do you say his name?
Bahamondes, you said it right.
Yeah, he's good too. He's training with Belal Muhammad. He has how I see his fights, he's good. But I know more. Jalen Turner, more close, more. I mean, I know him also. I'll be a little biased too. I know, and I will say because of I think his last lost, he will come more motivated. Super game. I think he's gonna.
JT's always a hard fight, bro. He's always a hard fight. And no matter, you can go back and look at any of these guys that he fought, from Dan Hooker to Bobby, anybody, bro.
Kamrot,
damage, bro. Damage. He does damage. You know what I mean? I love JT. That's my boy. He does damage, bro. He does. He gets it. He gets in. He gets his. He gets off. But I like to see him stay focused a little bit more throughout the duration of the fight and keep imposing, like, you know what I mean? Keep that, you know what I mean? That imposing his will in the fight, because he tends to kind of like have moments where he kind of like just falls off of it a little bit.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, this last fight that was maybe short notice against Mohicano, a little bit short notice.
UFC 300? I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
Yeah, I don't think
wrong.
so.
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah.
It was a big card though.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, my pick will be
It's gonna be great. We're gonna do
JT.
pick slip. We do pick slip.
Ah,
we do
pick slip. Oh, sorry.
Right now, I'm giving unbiased
I'm
opinions.
sorry, brother. I don't
Almost.
speak English.
Oh, you good, bro?
I don't know why you bring me here.
Oh, you good, bro?
Just
Cause,
right.
bro, we love to hear from the champ. Love to hear the,
Thank
love
you.
to get the champs inside on things. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. You one of the best fighters in the world, bro. Got to bring you in here. That's what war council is all about. I want to, if you go into war, you building the council, you get the best, man.
Okay, war.
You're
Yeah.
him.
If you go war, I'll be with you. But podcast, I'm not sure.
And that's why he's my brother. And I love you, brother.
Yes.
Before we go to the co-main, we have a couple of chats. Could we pull those up? I think one was just a donation, but I'll go ahead and give you a shout out. Donovan Golden, thank you for your donation.
Appreciate you, brother.
And Ryan Mayfield, thank you. 2 UFC champs doing live breakdowns right now. Get some donations in the chat, y'all. Jamahal always gives us good, honest insight. You did be really spot on with some of these. Like even when we're even you say it when we're watching, you're like, didn't I say that? Like I said that exact thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like all I'm doing is just speaking on what I see from what they show me. You know what I mean? I just kind of take my feelings out of it, take how I feel or how, you know what I mean, sometimes personal relationships out of it, and just speak on what I'm seeing from the fighters, what's being put out there, what's being put on tape. And that's what I try to do. I just try to give y'all the best honest thing that I can from how I'm seeing it. You know, I've fought for a while, got a little bit of experience, you know, so I just try to share that.
Yeah.
Appreciate you though.
And I like
Appreciate you,
I
Ryan.
like the fact that you watch every fight and you study and you know every fighter, and it's good, man. You know?
I'm a fan, man. I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
nice.
Before I got here, I was just sitting at home watching them. I tapped into every fight. You know, I was excited to see fights. You know, big names.
Nice.
And I love people chasing their dreams. I love people chasing their dreams, challenging themselves, and yeah, man. I'm just a fan, bro. People, y'all, like a lot of people really don't understand what it takes to like go in there and fight. You know, I don't know if I wanted to ask y'all this, if y'all have ever had this. Y'all ever like seen like a knockout? We've all seen a lot of knockouts when we're watching fights, seen knockouts. Has it ever done in your head like, damn, I gotta go in there and do that?
To knock out somebody?
Like no, like you see somebody get knocked out in a fight, or see somebody really get hurt in a fight, and then it kind of dawns in your head like, damn, am I crazy?
Right, get in that
I
ring.
gotta
Before
go in there too?
I
gotta do that too.
fighting.
He kind of put a little, you know what I mean, a little something. But that's the great thing about being a fighter and being a warrior. Even though with whatever doubt, with whatever fear, anxiety, or whatever you have, you put that to the side and you go in there and you still do it. You still go in there. You still allow them to lock you in a cage and go at it with somebody who's prepared for weeks, if not months, to do you harm. You know, most people, whenever they realize somebody wants to do them harm, they want nothing to do with it. You know, they'll talk online, they'll talk on the phone and all those, but whenever it's actual face-to-face confrontation and that fear gets in there, they're not about it. And that's why I respect the fighters that go in and put it all on the
That's
line.
why we are fighters. Then they are computer warriors, bro.
Yeah.
That's why we're sitting here. We go fight. You training for your next fight, and I'm training for my next fight, and this guy training for his bare knuckle. Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You are crazy.
We're not doing what he does.
You are different
I'm telling you,
level.
it's different because we're not going to do what he does.
Yeah.
Bare knuckles,
No.
like I don't want my hands messed up, man.
No.
I don't want my hands messed up. Then just having to actually throw a punch, regardless, not knowing how it might land. It could land upside somebody's head and break,
Crazy.
and anything like that, bro. That's
Yeah.
a different type of level. Huh?
Even if you punch hand or if you punch
Right.
forehead or even if
You
somebody
hit him in the jaw,
yeah,
cheekbone.
somebody hits you. Imagine how painful that would be.
Yeah.
Crazy.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely a game of chess. You know, you got to go in there, hit, not get hit. And so far, I'm doing pretty good on it. And I'm excited to go out there, fight for the title in Dubai, April 4th. And out here with my boy getting the work in. So I'm always surrounded by good people. And I'm just going to go out there, put on a great performance against a former champion and
Awesome.
join
He's
you boys.
been a huge part of. He was a huge part of my camp. Helped me get ready. Helped me get locked in. Gives me great rounds. I've never really seen anybody that's that much shorter than me, but has the same reach as me. Like he's got he can scratch the back of his knees standing straight up. It's insane. It's insane for sure.
Yeah, Carlos, that's actually the only thing. Bare knuckle is one of the only things that's actually very hard for me to watch. But I will be watching on April 4th for you. So make it
Wow,
worth it. 'cause
appreciate
I-
all of it.
There is a lot of crazy
drinking.
people. There is a lot of crazy people who loves watching this fight.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's gonna. I mean, yeah.
It's gonna be sick.
people
Also,
who
my
loves-
boy, shout out my boy Sabah. Sabah's fighting on the same card as well.
Yes, sir.
You know, he's made the transition over to BKFC with a very good, successful debut in it, and always excited for my guys. Always want them to chase greatness, achieve it, and like to see y'all do great things, bro. For sure.
Nice.
Always love.
Sir.
Nice.
All right. We got anything else before we move on?
No, I don't see one. Not that reaches our limit. All right, let's go to our co-main. Exciting fight. Lightweight bout with Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev?
Yes.
Did I say that right? Yeah. Number 3 versus number 11. Justin is 26-5, coming off of a loss. Rafael 12-3, also coming off of a loss. What are your thoughts on this? How do you see it going?
We've seen this fight before.
This is a
and it was
rematch.
Yeah.
great fight. It was a great fight while it lasted. Gaethje, I believe, landed an uppercut in that last one and swole his eye up, and I believe it stopped because of a doctor stoppage in the last one. But they were going at it. They were absolutely going at it. Shot for shot, fighting in the pocket, trading, exchanging. Just the way both of these guys fight and the skill that they have, it makes it hard to predict. And even just be like, yo, this is what you do to divide. We just gonna get. I'm expecting Rock'em Sock'em robots. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting them to go in, exchanging big shots. I believe Gaethje found success last time as he started to find a home for that uppercut. You know, he started kind of working in, grabbing it, and finding his home for his uppercut. He throws it at a very, very peculiar angle, and was able to get it up in there and hit him. But Gaethje's also he's gone back now and gotten the win back against Dustin. He's fought in the higher competition. I believe he's got the experience of preparing and fighting against better guys, you know, and being able to make having to make those adjustments against guys that might be at a higher level and things like that. It enhances your ability to make adjustments. So I would say the ability to make adjustments in this fight go to Gaethje, and I believe that's one of the biggest things that's going to play a factor for him. Fiziev is just super creative, man. Super creative. Reflexes like a cat. Speed flows together. Puts some of the craziest combos together that I've seen. You know, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun fight. I want to get into the X's and O's, like deep into the blueprint, like kind of like, all right, that's how I see this. But it's hard with this one, man. It's hard with this one. I'm expecting a great fight. I'm just gonna get my popcorn and be a fan. Talk to me, champ. Give him the X and O's, man.
Yeah, man, this fight will be good fight because Gaethje he's warrior. He always fights. He's always has bonuses. The bonuses rare. He always have a bonus. This fight, of course, will be another bonus. Doesn't matter what's gonna happen. Fiziev, he has a great technique, combination kicks and punch, and like how he stands strong and push forward. I don't know who's gonna win. Even last fight was very close. I don't know who I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna. No, it's not pick yet, right? Okay.
I know. It's just how you see it. Just how you see the
I'm
fight.
gonna
It's
see
hard
it.
to.
Yeah, it's hard. Same thing. Gaethje lost his last fight. I think now I don't know how it's gonna affect. Even he will come even maybe more stronger or maybe more careful.
I think Gaethje only knows one way to fight.
That,
I think he only knows one way to fight.
Yeah, right.
'Cause we've
He
seen Gaethje get knocked out before.
Yes.
But maybe not quite to the extent of Max. Because Max is truly one of the best fighters of all time.
Right.
He's going to be in the Hall of Fame whenever he hangs him up. So you have to give him that respect of that. That was what he was facing in that one. Fiziev, he's game. With some work, I believe he could possibly reach a pretty high level as well.
Yeah.
But Max is Max
Yeah.
for sure.
And then this fight is only 3 rounds. So yeah,
Was the first one 5? The first one was a main event.
I don't remember. I believe yes. Yeah, I
Oh,
believe it was 5.
got to get it done in a short time.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the one thing I like about my last fight. I hated that feeling. I hated the 3 rounds. Don't like 3 rounds. I prefer 5 rounds so I can so I
Take
can
your
get
time.
take my time and get into my bag and get into my work and kind of implement my will from
Right.
there. Not feel rushed. I believe that's part of the thing in that 3rd round too. I was kind of rushed me a little bit.
Yeah, I just realized like 5-round fight is better for me. If my title fight it was 3 rounds, I guess I was gonna lose because they give him first 2 rounds.
One of the guys said the last one was 3 rounds
Yeah.
as well. Damn, so much action in 3 rounds.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be good fights. What do you
Right,
think? What do you think?
I'm sorry.
I
You didn't
think
get to answer for this.
I do want to see Justin Gaethje wrestle a little bit more. I think
don't think
he's
so.
he's
He's not
willing to
going
come
to.
forward, but he did show in the last fight that he could take Fiziev down, and
Yeah,
Fiziev just has a lot of power. It's risky. I feel like to walk in there for him. I do feel I like Fiziev striking. He's crispy, like you said. He makes crazy combos, and but Justin just has that awkward style, man. He moves. Kind of just does this little hop thing and walks in with just straight power bombs. He's willing to do it. I like Fiziev. I think if he just stays cool, calm, collected, sharp, 1-2s down the middle, nice kicks, I think might tear Justin Gaethje down.
and I'll piggyback off of that. I would like to see Justin because I do believe Fiziev has the speed advantage in this fight. Obviously, Justin has a very good point A to point B, just that initial to get there speed, and he hits hard. But I would take the wind out of his sails, kind of slow him down, tire him up, and take him down, make him grapple, get some of that lactic acid in his arms, tire him out a little bit, because where Justin ultimately found a lot of success was in the pocket, when it was in the pocket, in close fighting and making it dirty. That becomes a lot easier to do if you were able to grapple him and make him tired.
Yeah, that would be good strategy from Justin Gaethje if he's gonna wrestling.
Let's see
Fiziev,
if he
I
does
think
it.
Fiziev needs to just stay on the bike though. He's got to stay on the bike and use that speed. Try not to exchange with him, but draw out and then make him pay whenever he opens up with that speed and with those combinations and kind of just pour it on him. And I believe Fiziev needs more volume. He's gonna have to use a lot of volume.
Really, I feel like the combos go to Fiziev.
Yeah, 100%.
You saw how he knocked out Moicano, straight combo.
Yeah.
Like I said, but Justin Gaethje too, he just has that power, man. But like I'm still rocking with Fiziev. I think he's just a little more crispy in the stand up.
All right.
That is
We
so
have about 3 more chats. I can get those real quick, hit the main, and then we can do our game.
Yeah.
All right, Alpo Santos. Sup, Jamal? Come fight in London. He asks this all the time.
Every
I
time.
remember you.
Every time.
I'll never stop asking. It's criminal how they don't talk about your knees to the body. Those are money.
I appreciate that, bro. The taxes is crazy, bro. I like to keep my money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? When I start getting taxed salaries, make it a little difficult. But the 100%, the energy in the O2, the energy you get from London and the crowd out there is definitely something I would want to be a part of. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a hunger for it. Hopefully one day it materializes, but appreciate you nonetheless, bro. All the way, bro. Thank you.
Maybe you could get booked out there for a meet and greet at one of the fights instead of having to give up your taxes.
Right. I like to keep my money.
All right, Ryan Mayfield. Another $8 for you that would typically go in MMA Guru's pocket. Thank you. We love MMA Guru.
MMA, I like MMA Guru, bro. He's not a bad guy. He's just a fan and a guy who's like trying to make his way with his content. So he says some things that might come off crazy and things like that. But if you actually genuinely talk to him, he's actually not a terrible dude. He's actually just a fan of the sport, a huge fan of the sport, and he wants the best for his money whenever he's paying for his show. So yeah,
he's a pretty good shit talker.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. And MMA Guru, I'll take that. Put it in my pocket. Nah, all love.
I think MMA Guru, he changed. Sometimes he talks shit, sometimes he changes,
He's got to. He's got to play. He's got to play. That's kind of like how guys talk shit to sell fights and things like that.
And he'll say he said it too. That's the cool thing about him.
And that's one thing. He stand on what he say.
It.
That's one thing you got to respect that about him. If he say something, he gonna stand on it. So you got to respect that.
Okay, I'm not sure
how popular he came. We all talk about MMA Guru, right?
Right. Hey, goes to show you whenever you work for something, you know what I mean, you stay consistent with it, you stay on it. That's what happens. He's been doing, I look back, he's been doing this shit for like years. Yeah. He's been doing this for years. So it goes to show you success isn't an overnight thing. It's a lot of work in progress that goes into it. So there you go.
All right, Merab, this one is for you.
Yes, interesting.
It's good. Everybody loves you, man. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I'm just going to say CSEYJAH. Thank you for the $10 donation. Is it CJ? Seja? Merab, going to be champ for a long time. Bantamweight GOAT in the making crown. I see Ankalaev beating Alex and retires him. Then Jamahal fights Ankalaev eventually and gets his belt back. Does that say 100 points from Australia? Love Australia. Oh, the emoji. Oh, yeah, they don't sorry, guys. They don't translate on the screen.
I appreciate you, Merab. You want?
Oh, you answered this question? Hey,
he didn't ask the question.
He just said you're going to be champ for a long time.
For a long time. He said you're going to be the best bantamweight of all time.
Thank you, my friend. I respect your opinion. And yeah, man, he's from Australia, right?
Yeah.
They are great people, man. I was just there, and they show me so much love. And I was there for 1 week. And just general, like people are so much like happy there, and everybody like smiling, talk to you. MMA fans, different, man. They show so much love and respect, and when I left and I go airport, and there is of course rules in airport, and they told me don't do this, I don't want to go reality, like, it was hard, but yeah. Thank you, my friend.
You gotta respect it. I think that a lot of part of the reason why they're so nice is because they got so much shit over there that can kill them. I didn't realize how much shit can kill you in Australia. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
But whenever you're around danger so much, it brings out the humanity in you.
Wow.
Brings out the humanization in you. But I love the Aussie fans, bro. It's always been nothing but love, nothing but support and respect. I even when I had my battle with Jimmy Crute. Just nothing but love from the Aussies, bro. Gotta love it. Aussie.
Nice.
Give me the oys in the chat. Come on, give me some oys in the chat.
We actually have one. So Donovan Golden, he sent in money earlier, but he didn't say anything. So that was the first one we got, where it said nothing. So he said, I just realized I donated and wrote nada. Anyways, Jamal, if you see this, you got me through a rough 2022 to 2023. Other than my wife and daughters waiting and anticipating your fights.
Thank you, bro. Hey, man, that means a lot, bro. For things like that and reasons like that, that's why that makes every drop of blood, sweat, tears, every bone break, whatever, it makes it all worth it, bro. I fight for things that are bigger than myself. You know, I can make money a lot of different ways. I can make money a lot of different ways and do a lot of different things. This has been my gift that I've been able to reach a lot of people with, and I'm happy to share it with people like you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, you guys ready to go to the main event of the evening?
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so we have our championship bout with Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Alex at 12-2. Why are you laughing?
No, he said this guy in the chat. He was like,
the chat.
He's like, also the money don't hurt.
I saw that. Yeah.
It don't.
By the way, if
He
you
checks pretty
you
good.
guys ever, because I read the chats, even the ones that talk shit, I just ignore y'all. But if y'all ever just want to hear random giggles from us, just say some funny shit in there because we're reading and we love to laugh. Anyways, Ankalaev at 21 with one no contest, and yeah, both these guys are coming off of wins. They well. Yeah, this has been I think people said that this has been a deserving fight for Ankalaev for some time regarding, or besides the fact that
I'm gonna get this.
maybe they don't like him as much, but
get this
he's
disclaimer
qualified.
I'm gonna get the disclaimer out. I don't fucking like Ankalaev.
Oh God.
Just because of some shit that was said back and forth. I honestly don't personally know him, but just from the couple exchanges we had, and it's fucked up. I don't even know if he said it. It could have just been somebody on his team. I've never heard this dude speak English, so I don't know. But just based off of that, it's a little bit of stank in there, So, but I do respect what he's done as a fighter. I do respect him as a fighter, as a competitor. This title shot has been long over deserved. I believe he should have gotten the title fight instead of the Khalil Roundtree fight that went down in Salt Lake. And it's good that he's finally getting it. And it's gonna be a great fight. This is gonna be a great fight, 100%.
How do y'all see this going? What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, you want to go
Yeah.
first?
I see Ankalaev. Everybody's talking about that wrestling, so I want to see that wrestling. I think Alex Pereira is going to do pretty good at staying long, use his game plan, maybe get another head kick knockout or a flying knee. But this one's going to be all power, I feel like, because Alex Pereira needs it. He needs it to keep Magomed off of him, and Magomed needs to rush in there, get to the legs, attack fast, and make a statement early.
Yeah, interesting fight because, I mean, we all know the Magomed Ankalaev, he's killer, he's really good, and yeah, he's great fighter. He strikes good, and then wrestling, he has a wrestling too, but I mean, let's see how the fights goes because the only thing I'm thinking of, if Pereira kicks low kicks, the Magomed wasn't able to check against Blachowicz.
Blachowicz got some really hard legs though, because some of those kicks were shin to shin. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense. Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then let's see also if Magomed Ankalaev uses his wrestling and how he used. I know that also Alex Pereira getting better with wrestling, but it's gonna be interesting. And then the Magomed Ankalaev, he's southpaw, right? It's a lot of things will play out. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure how. I mean, it's gonna be a good fight, high level fight for sure. But we all know Pereira will wait in the pocket, and Ankalaev, he may be wrestling or maybe keep it because I see some interviews or some maybe tweet he mentioned he's gonna use his wrestling, so it's gonna be you know.
Maybe
Interest-
someone will get him down.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Jamal, what does each fighter need to do in order to win or stay safe? Like, what are the dangers that they're facing with both Alex and Ankalaev?
All right. So, I've had a lot of time to think about this fight, how it would go down. Part of the reason why I came back 9 months, jumped into camp 7 months off of Achilles injury was because I didn't want Magomed to fight Pereira before I got a chance to get to him. Just because I know the name value and the money fight, and I made a lot of money off of that fight. I tell you what, boy. But still, though, there's a lot of tools at Magomed's disposal to win this fight, as well as Alex. Now, for Alex, the things that I truly think make Alex great and make him such a tall task and challenge, he's new to MMA, and he's fallen in love with learning the sport of MMA. So it's all new to him. So he's always working. He's always grinding. He's always going out, getting work in with new guys, getting different looks and things like that. And I believe that's put him in a really, really good place and at a high level so early in his MMA career, right? He's a workaholic from what I can tell. He's always in good shape and all those things. He don't really get too far distracted or off to the wayside with the wrong stuff. And that's something that I believe works really, really well for him. He's got power. We know that. His pressure is a lot more present inside the cage when you're in there with him, as opposed to how it may look on film. Those low kicks, he's got his philosophies and his little ways and tweaks to his techniques that he does that makes them work very, very well for him. And kicks, even in the last fight with the Khalil, when Khalil landed the punch that kind of dropped him for a second, that question mark kick he threw, fast, extremely, extremely fast. Had Khalil not been one of the shorter guys in the division, that
Could've
kick
clipped
lands
him.
clean.
Yeah.
That kick lands clean and it lands flush, right? So he's got a lot of tricks, and he's one of the most polished strikers, not just in the sport now, but in kickboxing of all time, right? Now, that being said, Magomed striking is seriously being slept on here. It's seriously being slept on here. I don't believe that Pereira sits back and kind of wants to fight out of the pocket. All right, he wants to put the pressure on him and land good hard shots from the outside. Problem with that is Magomed is a counter striker. If you go back and you look at his last few fights, he counters. He waits for you to throw, waits for you to overexert yourself, and even off of feints, if you feint and it puts your feet in the wrong spot, he's countering you.
Yeah.
He's countering you. He counters with combinations. They're fast, and he mixes up his punches. So he has a variety of strikes available at his disposal. There's the fact that he's a southpaw. I believe Pereira has now had a little bit more experience and time to adjust to fighting southpaws, but it's still each southpaw is different. So I believe that will still present somewhat of a challenge for him in the beginning, early stages of finding out, of figuring before he's able to figure his way in. He wasn't able to figure his way out and figure his way into start on Khalil, started breaking down Khalil until later in the rounds, right? And the thing about that was he was able to do that a lot because of the size difference, right? Khalil had to lunge and wasn't able to really get to him without being explosive and exerting a lot of energy. Magomed doesn't have that problem. He's about almost as tall as Pereira is. So that's another thing that'll play huge for him. And then the wrestling. I believe the wrestling will play a huge factor whenever Alex tries to corner him, right? Because Alex wants to get you up against the cage. He wants to corner you, and then he wants to let those big shots go and hit you with that power and kind of put you away there. I believe Magomed should sit back, but be patient and be ready for those counters, because that's when Khalil was landing. He was landing off of counters, right? Magomed counters is bigger. He's got longer arms, and he has the He counters with more combos and he brings his feet with his punches more. So I believe that will be huge for him there. Be patient. Let him try that power. Because whenever Pereira enters, he enters. It's always that one big shot. It's a big shot that he enters with to kind of hit you, to kind of stun you, to where he can start unloading combinations on you. From there, one shot against Magomed will get you countered and could possibly get him knocked out. I see a place where Magomed counters and knocks out Alex. That could be a thing. And he can also take control of the fight with distance and range with the wrestling, right? Early on, if Alex does come out gun shy, right, and doesn't want to kind of put that pressure, kind of wants to sit back to the wayside, like we seen him do in the first Yuri fight, he kind of more so danced around a little bit before he kind of tried to implement power. I believe that's when Magomed can implement his wrestling and kind of take control of that, even if it's to wear him down, tire him out, and ultimately start to put himself ahead. If he puts himself ahead and kind of can put early and can put Alex in a position where he's now like, okay, I got to get my shots off on this guy. That's when another place where those counters can be open. Now, for Pereira, the low kicks, like you mentioned earlier, champ, the low kicks are there. He's got good kicks all around. I believe that he would have to produce those in volume. Producing kicks in volume, not the minute he like kind of slides back or maybe it touches, go right into the next kick. That'll be one way that I believe that he can kind of hurry Magomed up and then force him into making a mistake, right? Him trying to counter the kicks while he's still steady, on point, and ready for that next strike and that next thing. Like this last fight that we had this past weekend with Manel Cup. Every time he just didn't give him the opportunity. He was steady busy, steady working. I believe Alex is going to have to produce a lot of volume in this fight to give Magomed the problems that he needs to give him. He's going to have to do it with volume. He can't just big shot him. He's going to have to upset him with volume, and then that power punch, those power shots that he's going to land are going to have to come as counters. He's going to have to draw him out. He's got to draw him out of his hole, draw him out of his shell, and then hit him with a big counter from there. And then from there, work his way from there to build him down. And those low kicks, that body jab that he throws will be money. I believe he should work those until he's able to draw Magomed out. And then he'll find some opportunities to land that big shot, those big shots, and that power. Knees to the body will be there too. Maybe a little bit of clinch work whenever they do get into some grappling exchanges, good frames and things of that nature. And that's just kind of how I see that. I talked a lot more than I thought.
Interesting.
Right, very, very nice breakdown, Mr. Hill. I like the nerd talk.
Nice.
All right, so you guys ready to play your game?
Wow, interesting. Usually, I'm not good with
He said,
the
I don't
games.
play games. I'm too real for that.
I don't play games. I'm all about business.
I will play, but I'm gonna lose. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's have
Maybe
fun.
not.
with
So
it.
this is where you just pick who you think is going to win. Do you want to do the same thing where we went over had the feature prelim and then do the main, or you just want to do the main card?
We'll do the main cards because I kind of want to leave it for you want to leave the prelims for you have the switch
For the
and match.
switch?
Yeah, you got the switch and match.
Okay, can you explain the options they have? Because I always leave out one and then you have to end up explaining it anyway.
Okay, so we're going to play the game. You were going to pick who wins. So you have three ways to bonus. You have two bonuses, and then you have the ability to switch. So you can pick the round and the method for one fight. So one of the fights you can say he's going to win in this round. If he wins, that's bonus points. You can say he's going to win by this way, knockout, submission, however that may be, and you can win bonus points off of that. And then if you don't want to pick in the fight, sometimes we're biased.
Yeah.
We're close to the fighters. You can switch that fight for a fight on the prelim that you like.
Okay,
Pick on the prelim that you like a little bit
I will pick a lot
better.
of prelim fights
So
then.
no, you can do that once.
Once?
We'll give you one.
Yeah.
We'll give you one because we
Or
want
if
to
you
stick
don't
to
really,
the main
you're
card.
not
of what we
familiar
pick
with the fight.
Yeah.
Or if you're not
just
really familiar with the
switch
fight,
out.
Okay.
which I know which one he's going to switch.
Yeah.
Right.
I was thinking the same thing.
But that's how we do it. So that way we kind of make it to where we're not picking too even and things like that.
All right, so I will just name the bout, and then I'll go down, and you guys
Okay.
can pick. Either tell me the name or tell me, whichever option you choose. All right, so our first one, King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. Jamal.
I gotta go with Bobby King Green.
Okay.
Gotta go with Bobby King Green just because I'm biased. I don't give a damn. I'm biased.
Are
I said it.
you just gonna pick Green, or you got?
I'm gonna take Bobby.
All right. What about you,
I'm
Carlos?
gonna go Mauricio Ruffy. Got the youth on his side.
Okay.
Got the size too. He's
Merab.
I go King Green.
You don't have to pick a method if
second
you
round finish.
Second round.
well. If you affect with the thing, you can either pick the round or the method. You can pick both, but if
can
you
only do
pick
it
it all
one
in this one, you don't get it for the next fights.
Okay.
So we only pick you either pick a winner
Okay.
or you pick the
Okay,
rest.
let's save it. King Green.
Just gonna go with Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Our next one, our women's strawweight bout, Amanda Lemos versus Yasmin Lucindo. Jamal, who's your pick?
I go Jamahal. Okay. I
no,
go
Merab,
Amanda.
what is your
Yeah,
pick?
let the champ. Matter of fact, hey, I ain't the champ no more. Let the champ pick first.
So yeah, Amanda Lemos, like I said, he has more fights in UFC, and yeah, I think experience. I mean, I think so. Let's see. I pick
Okay.
Amanda Lemos.
All right, Carlos, what about you?
Same thing. Oh no. I'm gonna go Lucindo. I think just her striking, keep her above, let her get the victory, and rocking with her, Lucindo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lucindo as well, just because, like, bro, she's every time I've thought something or I try, like, all right, maybe this person's gonna get it. She surprises me every time. I'm not picking against her.
I love watching.
She has a 4-fight win streak, so in UFC.
Right, and that's why. And a few of those fights I picked against her, and I lost.
Okay. You guys just want to pick that? Stay at that? You don't want to add in anything?
Okay, I go. I change my mind again. Not again. I think I'm gonna pick. Switch.
You want to switch
Lucindo.
that one out, or you want to? Oh, you want? Okay.
Or you want to take Lucindo?
So you
Okay.
never mind.
No.
Lemos.
Nemo's gonna see you. It's like, how could you, Merab?
And then she's 23, young, hungry. Let's see.
That's
All right. Our next one is we only have 3 fights left, so you guys are able to use all 3 of your options now for anyone. Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Jamal.
Oh, I'm gonna go first, champ. You don't want the first pick on this? I got you.
Yeah, I go Jalen Turner.
JT.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to pick a method or round or
I think
you
it will
just
be
wanna
decision. All 3. I mean, yeah, just decision.
decision?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Carlos?
same thing. I think it's gonna be a decision. I feel like they're equally matched. I'm gonna go with Ignacio Bahamondes.
All right, Jamal. Wait, I'm sorry. You chose decision
My
for
decision.
that? Okay.
I'm biased in this, and I actually just based off of, and this is just off of just what I see. This a brain, it's a mind pick because my heart is with JT. It's my dog. You know what I mean? It's my dog, but also got love for Bahamondes. He's part of a team that I've gone really, really close with.
Are you switching out?
I think I'm gonna go with.
Oh, you're gonna pick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch it out. I'm gonna switch it out, and I'm gonna go with Curtis Blaydes. I'm gonna go with Curtis Blaydes
Blaydes.
by TKO.
Nice. All right. Our co-main, Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. Rob, what do you think?
Like
Justin versus
Yeah.
Rafael. Who's your pick?
it's 3 rounds. It's gonna be tough, but I go Justin Gaethje. It's gonna be tough. I
Okay.
go Justin Gaethje because, and then also, it's a little bit short notice for Fiziev. I'm sure he was the one who said make a 3-round fight. He don't want to go 5 rounds. I don't know. Maybe he's in best shape. Who knows?
Maybe he just feels maybe he just wants to motivate himself to go in there and get a finish.
Yeah, maybe he just won 3 rounds, go fast. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I picked Justin Gaethje.
Okay, Carlos.
I'm gonna go with Fiziev. I like the striking. I'm a striker myself. Fiziev all the way.
All right, Jamal.
Love JT. Absolutely love. My bad. Love JG. My bad. I absolutely love Gaethje. Absolutely love Fiziev. I'm cool with both. You know, Fiziev's always love whenever I see him. Always respect whenever I see him. This is a tough one for me to pick, but ultimately I'm gonna have to go with the guy who already knew he was fighting and won the last time. So I'm gonna go with JG.
Okay.
By decision. So decision is almost that's like I could use that as a round, right? It's gonna go all 3 rounds.
You could technically. No, actually no, because the decision
Bullshit.
would mean all the rounds.
I
have to be
made this
completed.
game, damn it! I made this game. It's my.
That's how it
rule.
would, right? All the rounds would have to be completed. It can't be finished by on the third round. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got TKO, and then we can do a decision. So it goes all 3 rounds,
Yeah,
right?
it's a round. I believe it's gonna go all rounds.
Okay. Now our main event: Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna skip this, and I'm gonna
You want to switch out?
switch out with Curtis Blaydes, Rizwan Kuniev. I'm gonna pick Curtis Blaydes,
Okay.
and I think he's gonna finish this guy third round. Can I say this? Can I pick finish?
Third round.
Third round finish.
You want is like a. Wait, it's a style, right? Like a type of finish. It's by TKO, KO, or whatever.
TKO.
Yeah, because the decision is kind of the round. I think
Okay.
the decision is more of a round.
Well, he already did the decision for JT,
So you got to pick a method. How does he win?
so you can pick how he wins, or you can
can.
just pick Blaydes.
Okay, I can pick Curtis Blaydes. That's it.
Okay.
So you're not gonna pick a method for either one of the wins. You don't think anybody gonna get
They going
knocked
decision
out,
the whole
submitted?
fight.
Oh, he
Yeah,
doesn't have
I was
to.
saying now, like I was
have
saying, the Curtis Blaydes will finish this guy.
Okay.
So it's so like a TKO,
not
KO.
TKO, KO.
TKO.
All right, let's just do TKO.
Not a submission. He's not gonna submit him.
I don't think so.
You just took my bonus away, Merab. God damn it.
Okay, Carlos, who do you have for the main event?
I'm gonna go ahead and take. Goliath's dangerous. I like him, but I do feel Alex has the power. He stays cool, calm, collected. He's proven that he can take on wrestlers and any striker that stands with him. You know, I'm excited to see this one. Dude, I don't know.
You can switch out too. I don't think you've switched out if you.
No, I don't want to. I'll go
Okay.
Alex Pereira, 3rd round knockout.
Dang. It's getting precise here. All right.
Wait, didn't you pick somebody to win by decision?
You said decision counted as a round. You just
Yeah,
said.
it does. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You said third
So
round
we'll
knockout
say
though.
TKO.
Oh, hell,
You said
we'll just
for
do
him.
knockout. We'll just do.
Okay, knockout TKO.
Yeah.
TKO knockout.
I feel like I should
Ooh,
lose
he's-
points for that.
No. These help, the tiny little, when you are neck and neck,
Yeah.
these little things help. All right. Jamal.
I know I'm gonna get hate for this one, but I get hate anyway. Fuck y'all. I'm probably gonna go with Magomed. I just got a feeling that I feel he has more tools to win. Obviously, Alex has that one hit wonder. If he catches you, he can put you away. But I believe Magomed also has that. He has the speed, the patience to counter. He's been in this position before, and he let the title slip out of his hands once before. And I believe he'll be a lot more focused, locked in for this. and I believe he just has more ways. Ultimately, he just has more ways to win. So I'm gonna go with Magomed Ankalaev.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm sorry. These comments are funny. I don't know what's up with y'all today, but they're giving you a lot of compliments, Jamal, with your physical appearance. Not really sure what's going on because it's a lot of dudes.
Pause, bro. That's what I'm saying. Pause. I don't you rating me, bro. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, they're giving out rating. Thank you guys for the ratings, by the way.
That's a pause, bro.
I'm getting some
That's
high
very
ratings in there.
That's very plausible. All right.
I'm cool with it.
They wanna be in jacuzzi with you or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they love them. That about chocolate skin, man.
They wanna hang out in a jacuzzi.
Hey, yo, man, y'all gotta chill, my boys. But
That is so funny. Okay, I think he's a cutie too. I'm biased though. Apparently, I'm his sister. We look nothing alike. I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Not all black people look alike. Okay. Yeah, we got a brother back here that's laughing at me because he knows it's true. Okay, are there anything you guys want to close out on? We finished our game.
Spare the jacuzzis in the chat, man. Spare the jacuzzis in the chat, y'all.
We used all our methods, everything.
Yeah,
We did?
yeah. That's
All right,
all the
sweet.
fights. That's all the. So we'll see. We'll see who wins. Whoever wins is gonna get a nice pair of shoes from a really dope store out in Michigan.
Shout out to Sonny's. Shout out to Sonny's. Always hold me down, making sure we get. I mean, they keep my footwear nice. Y'all can say comment what you want, but you can't never call me dusty. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna hook y'all up with a pair. We're gonna get y'all a pair of kicks. The winner, whoever wins, you get you a pair of kicks. All of that. I appreciate y'all coming on. Appreciate y'all talking about the fights with me. Always great to see y'all. You know, my brothers. You know, always. I mean, I really do, bro. For real, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro.
Oh, and you guys be sure to watch Carlos in Dubai on April 4th, fighting for the championship bare knuckle.
Bro, he's a beast, bro. Y'all should see what he did. One of the last dudes he fought, you should see what he did to his jaw. Like, there's an image. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna actually put it on my Instagram, the X-ray. The dude's jaw pretty much fell off. He knocked this dude's jaw off. He's got power. He's got dynamite in his hands. He's a dog. He's, you know what I mean? He just loves to fight, bro. He loves to fight. He's gonna come in. He's gonna put in a show. He's gonna put in that work for y'all. It's always entertaining to watch, bro. Tap in for that. Make sure y'all check that out. We hope to see the champ in there again, defending his title. You know, keeping that streak going and keeping the reign alive. I'm gonna get back on my square, make the adjustments that I need to make, take care of the things that I need to take care of, make sure the body's good, and get back to my reign, on my way back up to a title, to my reign, and all these things. That was it before tragedy struck.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, thank you
War
guys.
Council, we out, y'all.
Thank you.